Last week saw us complete a very rolly Atlantic crossing, with the highest of highs, along with some admittedly worrying moments, and of course, the lowest of lows. But after 25 days at sea, we made landfall in the Caribbean. So, here's to the new stage in life and our sail around the world. Bring it on.
We made it.
We are in the Caribbean, Han.
Yes, we are.
It's
finally.
Yeah, finally. Yeah.
And it's warm.
It's bright, it's warm, it's not rolly. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll always take that. We did it. 25, the longest days of my life.
It was pretty long. Yeah.
We did it. We're here. On to the next adventure. Proud of you.
It's fun.
Morning. Oh, that's a bit zoomed in, isn't it? It's better. Slightly early start. Tony's just refueled the dinghy because Sailing Aquarius, which are the guys that were a few hundred nautical miles behind us, that got demasted. I think about 1,200 or something left of the passage. Have managed to just about get into the marina, so we're going to go to the entrance and help them, probably picking up a buoy, but they cannot wait to get in because boy, they had a rough time of it. All refueled, Tony? Ready for another adventure?
Yeah. I think so.
I mean, we might not even need to do much, to be fair, and our dinghy's and outboard's not very powerful, but it's just sometimes having people there to help, isn't it? Makes a big difference. Because they've got their big masts, like they've got their ketch, strapped down, poking out the back after the boat, so it's a bit of a tight squeeze in this place, so it's hot. Let's get them in and safe and they can rest, because I think they're going to need it. Cheers to Sailing Aquarius, who let us steal the footage we took back from their YouTube after I lost the original somewhere. To be dismasted out on the ocean is always a fear, second perhaps only to sinking. SV Aquarius did over 1,000 nautical miles with her masts and rigging trailing behind in the water. Everything was so tangled that they couldn't let go of the masts and were afraid they might slip off the side and cause the vessel to capsize. After such a challenging and harrowing experience, the least we could do was help guide them in, give them a warm welcome and a jerry can of fuel. The sailing community is tight-knit, and it's safe to say that friendships were made.
Today we're off. Hopefully. We're trying to refuel and get some water, but we can see the fuel pontoon from here, which is where you get the water from as well, and it always seems to be full.
So we have 3 boats on the fuel dock currently, and there's a queue of other boats lingering as well. This is not going to be fun. We've given up because this is get off very pretty super yacht on a charter catamaran, which is better placed than us, even though it arrived after, and it's just going to hop in. So we're going to be on water rations until we get to Fort de France. We do have water. We've got 1 tank. We've got quite a lot of bottled water left from the crossing, so we will be okay. Stinky, but okay.
Don't leave me behind here. I've just arrived. I've been waiting for someone to take me away, far away.
I'll take my time, dear, just to keep you around here. Know what they say, you can't keep the clouds away, away, far away. Every day is a brand new day. All my life I've been searching for the right way.
Good morning. So we made it to our anchorage. It's very pretty here, a lot quieter, which is nice. We stopped filming yesterday because it got a bit chaotic. We hadn't put the main up because we thought we were going to be lazy. It was really rolly, so a lot of stuff spilt in the fridge. My very nice spicy chicken gravy I'd made the night before got everywhere, as did other stuff. And then we put the main up and it suddenly got really, really gusty. You know, it went from 4 knots to like 27 knots. It was just really up and down. And then we ended up tacking down this really kind of quite small channel, again with like gusts to going right really slowly and then just hooning it for a bit. So it got a bit chaotic. And I think Tony might agree, communication broke down would be the professional way of putting it. It happens every now and then. So we got a bit stressed and we stopped filming.
You would know that I'd be lying if I said owning a boat is stress-free, but I would certainly say that it is freeing. We are able to visit locations unreachable by car. The sea is our road, and whilst there are certainly treacherous locations that we can't or wouldn't want to visit, we have now a vast amount of isolated locations we can explore, and that is an exciting prospect.
But not today. Are you filming?
I am now.
I walked into the boom. We were sorting out the dinghy to go to land, but I put a wide-brimmed hat on because I got a bit burnt yesterday. And I turned back to find the chain for the dinghy. Started walking and couldn't see the boom because of the hat. And I went straight into the end of it. So now it's a little small. You've got a little mark, to be fair. I think anyone can even really see that. It's like the imprinted red. Can you see it?
Yeah.
It's going to be like 2 minutes. It's going to get worse. My neck hurts. My teeth crashed together. As is the Boatlife. That was stupid though. I feel a bit daft. Won't be making that mistake again. Oh.
Attempt 2 at going onto land. We've made it. There's rhythm. Bryony's ready for an adventure.
Bryony's ready for an adventure. Slightly headachy after yesterday still, can't lie. We need to get to land and look around.
Yeah, need to get our legs back in action, really.
They're so deconditioned, aren't they?
They are. I've lost quite a bit of muscle on them.
Right, let's see what we can find.
We visited the little village, but there wasn't a whole lot going on. But they did have a small market that sold some great local food we had for lunch. The good thing about a steel boat is that it shows you the areas that need looking at. The bad thing about a steel boat is that it corrodes against dissimilar metals, As you can see along the gunnels, there is corrosion against the stainless steel railing and the steel plates of the boat. In the not too distant future, I need to tackle the rust to make Rhythm look great again.
For a boat that's done 10,000 nautical miles in just 7 months with us and weathered some serious gales, she's done mightily well. Laying out on her deck together in the Caribbean is another low-key bucket list moment. The spanner is out, which can only mean one thing. Weigh the anchor!
We don't have any large scales for that.
Oh, Tony. That's funny, but it's bad. But we're off.
We are. We currently have to go the long way round. As you can see here, we were anchored there, and there's a shallow patch just in between that island.
For our friends and family that don't sail, our chart plotter shows the recorded depths of where we are. The bottom of our keel is 2 metres below the waterline, and much of the depth circled shows it's only half a metre deep or less. There is a bit lower down saying 3.5 metres, but we watched a catamaran run aground there. So, better play it safe and take the long route.
So we have to go the long way round, and then down to here. Not very far, but further because we need to go the whole way around. New plan.
Plot twist!
Bryony has highlighted that carnival's in...
Less than 48 hours.
No, I think it's Sunday it starts.
No, Sunday. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, 48 hours-ish then.
In a few days, and the anchorage is gonna get a little bit crowded, I can imagine. So we're gonna go and pick our spot now before the crowds come in.
I don't know if you can see, as we're rolling to, but every monohull in this anchorage is rocking and rolling. Yeah, it's not looking the comfiest at the moment because the swell's going right in. What have we done? So, we turned around. We've done a Yui. We inspected the anchorage and it is so rolly, and it's not packed where it's enough that, you know, people's masts, because they're rolling, are getting quite close to each other, and it's not going to be comfortable and it's not going to be relaxing. So we've left to go back across to the other side of the bay again, and the winds are meant to shift tonight, and the swell should as well with it, so hopefully by morning time we'll make a second attempt. We entered the anchorage expecting a nice comfortable night, not the winds switching, picking up force, and the swell coming in with it.
So it's 1:30 in the morning, the swell's picked up, it's right on the beam. We can't sleep whatsoever.
What other sailors have labelled the swell event saw waves come from angles and at a size rarely seen in these islands, apparently only about once every 2 or 3 years. It meant usually safe anchorages found themselves in trouble.
Wreck. A wreck right there. It seems like it's floating around as well, so that is why we're not sleeping. Yeah, it turned out to be pretty horrible.
So that anchorage you're avoiding going into is very calm now.
More than likely.
Despite our anxiety and discomfort, our anchor held firm as we sat and watched the waves hit the land with force that we had never seen in an anchorage, with white water spraying everywhere. Little did we know that the wreck in our anchorage was far from the only one. A number of boats were driven ashore, and one sailor still out at sea had to abandon ship. His beautiful boat, his home, was smashed up and lost forever against the cliffs. How are you feeling?
I've got a headache.
Feels like we're up partying all night. It looks like we were up partying all night.
Yeah.
That was rough, wasn't it?
It was fairly rough.
It was like, what, 1.5, 2 metre swell?
Yeah. Yes, it was. Not much sleep.
No, quite a lot of boats have left this morning. I can't say I blame them. And that wreck is still torturing us, so I'd be glad to see the end of that.
Unsurprisingly, we didn't do a lot that day. All we did was recover from that awful hangover that didn't include any alcohol.
Good morning.
Morning, sleepyhead.
Well, a sleepy herder. It was loud last night. Or this morning.
This morning, yeah, 6 o'clock. Yeah.
The partying started at 6 a.m.
Yeah. Welcome to carnival.
Yeah. It's exciting though, isn't it?
Mm-mm.
Had a little bit of a late one because we had some buddies over from the boat just down there, Nauru. And then, yeah. Carnival started at 6 a.m. It's going to be a long few days.
Yeah.
Excited for it though. I have jumped out of bed because apparently Fort de France anchorage is beautiful, flat, calm. Which is the Fort de France anchorage is one we went to originally, and it was super rolly, so we avoided it and ended up in the roll on the other side. But it's meant to be flat, calm, and a couple of spaces left, and it's just a prime spot for the carnival. So making a dash for it, bright and early.
No question to what we've been anchoring in. Mud.
We did it! We are anchored and ready for Martinique Carnival. It's big, it's bright, it's loud, and it's gonna be awesome. Not to mention the absolute anchorage chaos that ensues. Next week is a fun one.